Hi guys! For those of you who don't know, my name is Helen. I also go by Lenny and welcome back to my channel. So today is my birthday and this video is very much long overdue. I'm going to be featuring the new Makeup by Mario concealers, okay? And I have my beautiful model Adrian here. She's going to be modeling this look, and if you want to see more, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so to start, you already know we're going to be using that fresh rose wire toner. I love my toner. I ain't never leaving my toner. She my girl, okay? And then next we're going to go ahead and start off with the hyaluronic acid serum. I love this serum. I feel like it just helps to balance out the skin. So that way when we put makeup on top, it just blends lovely. And then I feel like it works really well for people with oily skin as well. So just to set our hyaluronic acid in, I'm going to be using the Daily Moisturizer. This is also by Good Molecules. This is a really lightweight moisturizer. It doesn't leave an oily finish and is just a really good base before we start makeup. Alright, and then for today's primer, we'll be using a Milk Hydro Grip, same old, and to make sure to get underneath the eyes as well. And today I wanted to use the Makeup by Mario foundation, and I must admit, I didn't love it, y'all. Like, I had to mix it in with my Black Opal foundation, and I feel like for $40-something, I shouldn't have to mix to get a good shade. And I bought two foundations, but mixing them together did give me a really beautiful luminous finish. And then I also got the new Makeup by Mario concealers. I got the shade 380 and I really like these concealers. Now the concealers, those are bomb. I bought a couple shades in the concealers and I'm just going to be using that to highlight her face. You already know we got to do the under eye, forehead, down the nose, and on the chin, and it just blended beautifully. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Juvia's Place Stick Foundation. I'll be using two of them today. The first one I started off with is Gania, and then I'll be using Cambia to do the cheekbones, and then Gania will be along the forehead. So going down the nose, I made sure to use the lighter stick, which was Gania, along her forehead. And I'm just going to be using my small brush to snatch her nose. And then y'all know I love me a good liquid blush. I'm going to be using this one by Juvia's Place in Pink Lady. And I'll just be using this to pop on her cheeks. And then I'll be going in with the One Size translucent powder. So I make sure to blend out her under eye so that way there's no creasing. And then I'm just going in to set her under eyes. We're not baking just yet. I just want to set it so that way it's not creasing anymore. And I'm going to be setting this in all of the highlighted areas. Another new product, I got the Charlotte Tilbury soft finish powders. I think that's what they're called, and they are bomb, y'all. Y'all didn't tell me about this, okay? I love them. I also got the Morphe Leader bronzer. The Glam bronzers from Morphe. I don't know if these are actually still in stock, but I'm using that, and then I'll be using this Morphe bronzer palette, and then I'll be just using the lightest shade across her forehead. Now going in to just bake, I'm going to be baking underneath her eyes, and then I'll also be baking underneath her jaw. This is just going to give her a snatched look. Now I'm going to be going in with the Makeup by Mario concealers, okay? I'll be using this as my base, and then I'm going to be using that same bronzer from the Morphe bronzer palette, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade, okay? Because I'm going to be going in with blacks, y'all, because we want to get something so sexy and smoky, like smoky and sultry. So I wanted to go in with a lighter brown so that way I can kind of like have a basis to work on. Alright, so next we're going to be going in with the Juvia's Place Warrior palette, and I'm going to be using that soft gray in the top right corner first because I was scared to go in with the black, y'all. I just needed to get a good basis before I went in with black, and then I also felt like this helped to blend everything in perfectly. So then now we're going to just go back in with that lighter bronzer palette just to smoke out that darker grayish brown, and I'm just going to be making sure to emphasize this along the brow and the center of the nose as well. Now going in with a really small brush, I'm going to be using the black in that palette, and when I say that black, it's pigmented. Y'all, it is pigmented, okay? So I just went in with two little spots. I did the outer corner and the inner corner. Y'all, the saddest part, okay, and this I feel like is the most important part, my camera died while I was doing her eyeshadow, And it did not record me using this bomb eyeshadow, and I used the Twin Flames eyeshadow to use on her lid, and it did not record, but I got a small clip of just the eye. Now I'm gonna go in with the Where's the Mangoes palette from Made by Mitchell. And y'all, if y'all watched the last few videos, y'all know I was calling this the palette. This is not the palette, okay? But this is the Where's the Mangoes palette, and I'm such a silly girl, I never even peeped. But I'm gonna just use that to kind of top on the eyeshadow, the liquid eyeshadow from Danessa Myricks. And then I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit more black to smoke and blend in between the two shades. Now I'm gonna go in with the NYX. This is a discontinued liner, okay? But they are so bomb, I will never stop using them. These are the NYX Off Tropic liners, okay? There's no point for me to give y'all the name because they ain't got them no more. And then I'm just gonna go back in with the black and brown shadows from the Juvia's Place palette to smoke underneath her eyes. Now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe brow pencil, and I'm gonna be using the shade Java, and I'm just going to pencil in her eyebrows, something real soft and easy. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer to kind of clean them up. Now going in with the Sephora blushes, I think I'm using the shade Flirted Up, and I'll be using this as her blush. This is just a basis for her blush because you already know I'm a double blush girl. So I also went in with the KKAO Beauty blushes, and I just popped in this soft pink in that palette as well. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and brush through her lash extensions, and then I'm gonna put in a little bit of mascara underneath her eye. Now, when dusting away her under eye powder, I make sure to do like a pick up and swipe motion for any fallout, because if I were to just swipe this away, it would just smudge on her face and it would ruin the look. Now I'll be going back in with the KKAO Beauty highlighter palette, and I'm just going to pop a little bit on her cheeks, okay? This just adds a really soft glow. And then I'm going to be using the NYX Epic Ink liner, and y'all know I love this liner. They are bomb. I make sure to keep them in a couple shades. Now I'll be going in with two liners today, and don't be judging my liners, y'all, but I'm gonna first go in with the Morphe lip liner in Vibes, and I'm gonna just be using that as a basis for her liner. So this is kind of just gonna be shaded in. I'm not trying to get super precise with this. I'm kind of even in the inner parts of her lip and just kind of trying to create a basis. Then I'll be going in with the MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut, and that shade I'll be using to actually line her lips, and it's going to be a slight overline, nothing crazy, but just overlining slightly. And then I'm going to go in with a lip brush and blend the two shades together. Alright y'all, so next, you already know I love the Rouge Velvet Cream Lips from Sephora, so I'll be using this to pop in the center of her lips and then blending it into the lip liner. Now, using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, I'll be going to use this as her setting spray. And then finally, to top off her lips, I'll be going in with the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is a gloss bomb in Sweet Mouth, and then I'll just be using it as a lip topper. Now, just to do a simple style in her hair, I'm just going to be laying down her edges, and then I'm going to go ahead and take down her pin curls. She did a really good job at her hair already, so we just kind of like touched her up so that way we can get our finishing shots. Alright y'all, so this is the finished look. If you like this look, please like, comment, and subscribe. You already know we're going to be dropping these videos as much as possible. If you have any requests on any looks that you would like to see, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love ya. Bye.